It's the Morning Update with Drew Klein on 99.9 and AM 1370 WFEA.
Hello. Hey, Scott Spradling sitting in for Drew Klein. Friday morning, April 28th, a gorgeous day outside shaping up. Mid-60s and sunny. It is the absolute best and perfect excuse to just blow off work completely and say, nope, not doing it. Not going to do it. You've got my permission. For what that's worth, just say I'd let you do it. I don't know. It's going to get you nowhere. You're probably going to get into a lot of trouble, but give it a shot. It's Friday. Just try. One person who just doesn't do that kind of thing is one of my very good friends. He is the president and CEO of the New Hampshire Automobile Dealers Association. Dan Bennett joins us on the air this morning. Dan, good morning and happy Friday.
Yeah, hey, morning, Scott. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for the advice. I hope none of my staff heard that advice.
I'm undermining productivity left and right out here in Manchester. So, Dan, first and foremost, congratulations. I know you are newly installed as the president and CEO of NHADA. How the first few weeks been so far? And I mean, it's a great organization, but how are you doing?
Doing great, Scott. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm new to this role, but I'm not new to the association. I've been working at NHADA for 20 years and around our members and our businesses. We're a motor vehicle trade association of 500 businesses strong and in every corner and every community of the state, car, truck, motorcycle, snowmobile, ATV, construction, and farm equipment. So we got a great organization, a great group, and some great members.
It's awesome. One of the things that strikes me about the NHADA is that while it's a highly competitive business and it's obviously one of the most important retail sectors in the New Hampshire economy, what I sense is among these dealers who compete every day for business against one another, they really come together frequently to collaborate on a wide variety of economic issues. That's a really unique dynamic.
Yeah, they really do. Our boardroom, folks really check their hats at the door and they work for the better of the industry, whether it's a charitable, effort for a food pantry in the Seacoast area or to honor a gentleman like Mr. Paul Holloway who recently passed. Or working to grow our workforce through the community college and high school system. We do we scholarship, almost $100,000 a year to students to want to get into our workforce pipeline. And so we really put the competitiveness aside and just work to better the industry and the state as a whole.
Dan, before we talk about the month of May, which was one of the purposes of chatting this morning on the air, you mentioned workforce. How challenging is it in the environment right now, whether it's trying to recruit and retain auto tech workers, which is seemingly an incredibly good paying job nowadays with all the technology in our vehicles, or just trying to find those folks that can help manage and operate and run the dealerships on a day-to-day basis? What's workforce look like to your peeps right now?
It's really challenging, and we definitely have openings. And that's the thing about, the motor vehicle industry. If you think about a dealership or inspection or repair station body shop, there's about 7 different businesses under that roof. It's not just about being a technician with that mechanic and technical background. There's also finance. There's the finance and insurance office. There's business development, so computer skills, marketing, sales. Are you into supply chain management? Because the parts department is perfect for that. So there's a lot of opportunities. And that's actually really good for the employee because there is that need, which means it's going to be incredibly competitive, and wages are going to be incredibly competitive as well. So it really does benefit the employee in a time like this.
Absolutely. I wish you luck on that. And before we wrap this up, one of the most important reasons why I wanted to talk to you today is because May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. And I know Mother Nature's not exactly cooperating for an event that you were going to do with the Department of Safety this weekend. But talk to me about the collaboration with the New Hampshire Motorcycle Safety Task Force and what's your message in terms of our friends on two wheels who are going to be coming out in stronger and stronger numbers in the coming days.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we all had your foresight, we would have scheduled our New Hampshire ride today for today, not Saturday. So, but can't do anything about that.
Exactly.
So, Mother Nature, gave us a little knock, but that's okay. We're still committed to our mission. So, May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. It's the time when folks start to dust off their bikes. We get a little bout of warm weather, and people start hitting the road. It's the reason that we do motorcycle inspections every June. Mm-hmm. Get those bikes out of the barn, take the tarp off, and check the tires for dry rot, the battery, the brake cables, to make sure that we're safe on the road. So, in May, you'll start to see, the flashing interstate signs, asking you to look twice, save a life. Just start being aware that folks with a lower profile, folks on two wheels, a lot more motorcycles are going to be out there. So we have a motorcycle safety task force that's unique to New Hampshire, and it's actually gaining national traction. The NHTSA, the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, is really proud of what we're doing here in New Hampshire with our task force, and it's made up of groups like ourselves, NHADA, but also the New Hampshire Motorcycle Rights Organization, AAA, the New Hampshire Department of Safety, Office of Highway Safety, the New Hampshire Liquor Commission. There's a lot of folks that participate in these events, and we look at data, and we look at efforts we can do to make the roads safer. Last year, unfortunately, there were 32 motorcycle deaths on the roads in New Hampshire. It's the highest number in a really long time.
Yeah. So
the task force gets together and does proactive work, around motorcycle events like Laconia.
Right.
We have an effort towards Ride Safe to Laconia, towards Bike Week. But we've got a core principle called SMART, Ride Smart. And what it talks about is riding safely, maturely, aware, respectfully, and trained. And those 5 tenets are really core beliefs of ours that, if we're all conscious of that, whether you're a rider on 2 wheels, 3 wheels, or 4 wheels, if you ride smart, the roads will be a lot safer, and New Hampshire will be a more enjoyable place to just travel our beautiful roadways.
There it is.